Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to dive into a subject that would be more transformative, something more personal. So today we're going to discuss shadow work. So if you've been feeling stuck, can't seem to escape the same emotional patterns, deep emotional patterns, or you're just looking for how to complete a transformation, this is the video for you. Shadow work is a very powerful tool. In fact, I've been engaged with it for the last 3 years. It's a tool that helped me go on the path of healing, growth, self-discovery. So what I wanted to do with this video to introduce you all to it, and hopefully you can take away some of the guidance I give you to put you on your own path of self-realization. So what exactly is shadow work? Shadow work is nothing more than basically tapping into the hidden parts of yourself. This concept was created by a psychologist named Carl Jung. He believed that with the shadow, we pretty much seem to suppress, deny, or just ignore parts of ourselves that we don't want to share to the world. So think of it like this. Whenever you experience shame, guilt, fear, those type of emotions that you don't really want the world to see, you push them deep down within you. Just because you push them down, they're hidden, doesn't mean they're gone. And because we don't deal with these type of emotions, they can lead to certain type of emotional outbursts that people aren't even aware of. And it's because they didn't deal with those shadow elements of themselves. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, why in the world I want to bring up uncomfortable feelings? Well, the truth is, not dealing with those feelings is the reason that you're stuck. And just facing those shadows, facing those uncomfortable feelings will help set you free. It'll put you on the path of empowerment and just help you discover self-love. Shadow work is a powerful process that will help you release negative patterns that wasn't serving you. It'll help you move past old wounds and traumas. It helps you develop a level of self-compassion to where you can fully accept yourself. And ultimately, this leads you down the path of just living the most authentic life. So like they said with these cycles, the only way through it, the only way to get out of it is to go through it. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. Shadow work is a very overwhelming process. Matter of fact, I read something a while ago. It said people fear facing their shadow more than death itself. And I really get it, because to sit down with yourself and face the parts of yourself that you know you want to fix and you want to heal, it's a tough thing to do, but it's one of the most liberating things that you can do in this lifetime. So I just want to share with you all some tips to help you start your path to just healing your shadow side and just being more self-empowered. Number one, find you a safe space. A place that's free of distractions. You can play some soft music, light a candle, meditate to ground yourself. You just want to be in your place where you can just get into your zone and really do some self-introspecting. Number two, journaling. I cannot begin to tell you how powerful a practice this is. It's really just a great tool to sit down and be honest with yourself. So when you're journaling, like I said, you just want to start with prompts of what triggers me and why. What parts of me do I not want the world to see and why? And what parts of myself do I dislike? And when you sit down and you write these things down, remember, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being honest with yourself to put you on the correct path of healing. Third one, practice self-compassion. When you sit down and get intimate with yourself, you're going to discover some uncomfortable truths. But what I want you all to know is everyone has a shadow. Everyone has something they're working on. And you just have to remind yourself that you are human and you are working through these things. And again, it's not about being a saint here on earth. It's just about taking the steps to become a better version of yourself. And don't feel guilty or you're less than because you do have a shadow. Like I'm saying, everyone has a shadow. So, and we're all doing the work to kind of just process and heal. And I shouldn't say heal. I meant more accepting. You really want to accept the parts of you that needs to be worked on. Number four, you want to observe your feelings. So if you ever feel anger, jealousy, or just rage whenever dealing with certain situations, you just want to pause for a moment and just really ask yourself, why do you feel this way? And what am I supposed to learn from feeling these feelings? So whenever we get triggered, we all have our triggers, but whenever we get triggered, those are just parts of us that just needs to be worked on to, make sure we're in alignment with our higher self. Number five, again, I don't downplay how hard shadow work is. If you feel like you need someone to help you through the process, reach out to a mentor, a coach, or a therapist to help you work through these parts of yourself that you just want to work on, become a better version of yourself. And before we go further, let me clear up some misconceptions about shadow work, because I've mentioned to people before in the past I do shadow work, and they kind of look at you crazy like you're doing something satanic behind the scenes, and that's not what shadow work is about. Shadow work is about fully getting to know yourself, the light side and the dark side. That way you can evolve and grow, and you just know what your boundaries are as a person. And me personally, I don't think we live in a world where you can be all love and light, because people will take your kindness for weakness. And knowing yourself, knowing your dark side, and knowing what buttons can be pushed before you crash out or whatever, it kind of helps you lay down healthy boundaries for people. And I think it takes a little bit of that dark side to enforce a boundary, as opposed to just wanting to be, love and light and just people pleasing. Another misconception: shadow work is not a one-time thing. Like I said earlier, I've been doing it for 3 years now. It's a lifetime journey. There's always going to be room to grow. There's always going to be something that you need to improve on. And as we evolve and just become a better version of ourselves, you're going to find some more, hidden truths about yourself that needs to be worked on. So it's just a lifelong journey. You don't get away from it because you've healed from a breakup or a job loss or anything like that. It's just something you need to do from, this day going forward. And another misconception is shadow work isn't about finding out who caused you your wounds and passing blame on them. It's really about discovering what those wounds are and taking the steps to heal. That's what shadow work is all about. So I just close this video to say that, shadow work isn't easy, but it is worth it. It's self-empowering, and it's just about taking those steps daily to just becoming your best version. So as I said earlier, even though the healing journey is never done, even with that being said, every step you take towards understanding your shadow, it brings you a step closer towards self-acceptance, healing, and just feeling whole and complete within. So do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, please hit that thumbs up button. Share with a friend if you think they might need this information. And please subscribe or follow. That way, I can just know to put more content out there in regards to spirituality, wellness, and healing. I'm being very intentional about calling my soul tribe by doing these videos. So I would love to hear from you all down in the comments. Tell me, what does shadow work mean to you? Have you started your journey yet? Let's help each other out in this beautiful process of healing and self-discovery. And, that's what it's really all about. I'm 3 years into this healing journey as far as doing shadow work. I'm still learning, growing, and evolving. So any advice or guidance that, I can receive from you all about how your journey is going for you, I would love to hear about it, because again, it's just about learning and growing. So until we all speak again, love and light.